Sarah MacDiarmid, born November 15th, 1966, disappeared July 11th, 1990, age 23, Kinoko Railway Station, Victoria, Australia. Status missing for 34 years, 9 months, 27 days. She was a Scottish Australian woman who disappeared from a Canonic railway station in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia on July 1990. She is presumed unalived, although no trace of her body has ever been found. Sarah, who immigrated with her family in 1987 from the Scottish Highlands to Australia, has been playing tennis after work with two friends at what was then known as Flinders Park in Batman Avenue, East Melbourne, before walking to Richmond Station, where they found that they had just missed a Frankston line train. They caught a train to Caulfield, then changed to a Frankston service. Sarah's friends disembarked this train at Bond Beach while she remained, continued on to Canuck Station, where her vehicle was parked. She was last seen getting off the train and heading for a poorly lit car park at approximately 10:20 p.m. At around 11 p.m., Sarah's family grew concerned when she hadn't arrived home yet. At 1 a.m., Sarah's brother, Alice Dyer, went to the railroad station to wait for the last train at 1:15 a.m. Sarah was not on the train. He found her car in the car park with the doors and boot locked. Police suspected that Sarah had been assaulted based on bloodstains found beside her red 1978 Honda Civic abandoned in the station car park and drag marks leading into the bushes. A cigarette lighter belonging to Sarah was discovered on the ground, but no trace of her was ever found. Later witnesses said Sarah got off the train and crossed the footbridge to the car park, where some people heard a woman shouting, "Give me back my keys." An extensive 21-day air, sea, and land search involving more than 250 police produced no results. In May 2006, an inquest held by Coroner Land West found Sarah had met her death as a result of foul play, but the exact circumstances were unknown. An initial state government rewarded of 50,000 was increased for an additional 75,000 was offered by an anonymous benefactor that was increased to 1 million in 2004 and remains current. In 2011, convicted serial killer unaliver Paul Diner was interviewed by police and denied any involvement in Sarah's disappearance. Paul stated to the interviewer, Detective Ron Idols, that he was sick of being accused of unaliving and later wrote to Ron, thanking him for informing the public of him not being involved in the matter. In May 2014, News Crop Australia claimed police investigators considered convicted serial unaliver Ben Dolly DeBeese to be suspected in the case. Fairfax Media quoted a senior police source who said it was common practice for homicide investigators to examine links between unsolved unalivers and known offenders. A Victoria police spokesperson declined to comment to Fairfax Media as Sarah's disappearance was an active case. The cold case was featured in the first episode of the Australian psychic TV series Sensing Unaliving, which aired on Network 10 in September 2004. The psychics used by this program opened that Sarah had been unalived and her body thrown into a now closed rubbish dump on the Mornington Peninsula. In 2010, marking the 20th anniversary of Sarah's disappearance, her family and friends visited Canoke Railway Station to leave Worlds at a memorial established there. Her family also announced they had created a website, Not Alone, which was designed to help other families to find police. Used the anniversary to issue a new call for information on the case, with Victoria Police Assistant Commissioner Danny Maloney stating, "You do not close the book on these sort of crimes. History proves that if you continue to communicate with the people out there in Victoria, in Australia, in the world, in some cases, that piece of information and key will come forward and will solve it." In 2021, a 9-part Australian crime podcast named Searching for Sarah MacDiarmid was released. Hosted and written by author Vicky Peterius, a podcast focused on the backstory of Sarah, her disappearance, and the subsequent investigation. I hope they find this lady.